Looking at the first horse, Semyon, he's one who's won on a soft track first up into his career at Moonee Valley. He's a little bit on his toes today, but you can see he's a lovely looking type. He presents beautifully. He was a $300,000 Inglis Melbourne Premier purchase, so you can understand why there's plenty of market support with his record and the fact that he's such a great type.
He's the favourite Semyon.
It's a stunning colt.
He got for as much as $4. The shortest $2.80 is now $3.10.
Horse number 3 is Spacewalk, and an inside barrier here for Huey Bowman and also for James Cummings. James has won this race 2 out of the last 3 years. Now, interesting, synthetic hoof filler utilised today. They've taken the glue-on shoes off. Last up winner at Canterbury on a rain-affected track did a good job there to break its maiden. Watch the stable today.
Nominator is the next horse that we get to, has won his latest start. He's Gay Waterhouse, Adrian Bott, Brenton Abdullah aboard. Of course, he was an $180,000 Magic Millions purchase. That Gosford win was really solid on a heavy 8 surface, so he should be in tune with this track today. It will be very interesting to see how this track plays with these horses that have got the heavy form underneath them.
Voldemort had the big finish at Scone. James McDonald, Annabelle Neesham.
Yeah, he did. He was excellent on that occasion, and that was on a soft track, but he's out of a Sebring mare, Devious Maid, which is the family of Bring Me the Maid, who was an absolute swimmer herself. So I think he'll appreciate the conditions, but it is a big step up. But Annabelle Neesham is a perfect trainer for placement, and I think this is a perfect race for him. Here's Ginger's Gal. Bjorn Baker and Damien Lane team up here. 600,000 Magic Millions purchase, Bruce.
And she's had a heap of trials, Katie, hasn't she? So 4 trials and now comes to the races, and she's very much in the market. She's going to go forward today. Let's go to the tab for the first time on this massive day, Star Championships Day, and we say a big welcome to you, Ben Way.
Great to be here, Bruce. It's an honour, so many good horses going around, and that's the case in the first. Semyon is the favourite. Did shorten into around the $2.80 mark. Great support for Semyon, double that of the next best backed.
Thanks for that. John Hawkes on course today. That might be a bit of a guide to the opener.
And that horse is Semyon, as I said, double that of the next best backed.
Comes off that Blue Diamond form, Semyon. As up comes Ginger's Gal. Katie talked about her. She looks forward, doesn't she? She's an Exceed and Excel. She's going to go forward early. Bjorn Baker with a couple of debutantes in the race. So a fantastic day, and Darren Flindell behind the 12 by 50s or 10 by 40s, whichever is his want. So let's go to Darren for his call of the kindergarten.
Now, Bandy's Boy is in the Shelby 66 colours. On debut here, Bandy's Boy moves in at very big odds. And Charlie Foxtrot, trained by Casey Fogden. Casey with a terrific strike rate in Sydney. But Charlie Foxtrot, big odds to win this. Here's the last to move in for Josh Parr. And they're all locked and loaded now. There's the light. And we're ready to run. First on Doncaster Day here at Randwick. Bit restless there, Charlie Foxtrot. Set now. Gates are back, and they're off and racing. Calgary Stampede was pretty slow out, and the favourite Semyon fast into stride with Asteria. Going forward is nominated into a clear third, then Ginger's Gal on the improver. On the inside of Insurrection, Bandy's Boy out deep. They're followed then by Voldemort in the second half of the field. On the outside of Calgary Stampede, Spacewalk the fence. And dropping back to last is Charlie Foxtrot as Asteria's firing up in the lead. Gets a half in front of the favourite Semyon, nominated third. A gap of 3 off to Ginger's Power from Insurrection. Bandy's Boy out deep. Then came Spacewalk from Voldemort out deep. On the outside of Kai Tak, Calgary Stampede. Charlie Foxtrot's last of all. Into the straight, Semyon raced up on the inside of Asteria to hit the lead. Then came Nominator. Spacewalk's going to the inside. Bandy's Boy still in it. Coming down the outside is Voldemort with a good finish. It's Semyon in front. Spacewalk the inside, 3/4 away. Semyon from Spacewalk. The outside, Voldemort starting to lengthen. It's Semyon a half in front of Voldemort. Spacewalk. Semyon kicking, and Pike lifts it across the line to win. Semyon by a long neck on the line to Voldemort, and a neck away third was Spacewalk, followed by Nominator. Then came Bandy's Boy. A gap to Insurrection from Calgary Stampede, Kai Tak. Then came Ginger's Pal, Gal from Asteria, and dropping out to last was Charlie Foxtrot.
So he comes off a 5-week break. That Blue Diamond 5 weeks ago. They were well off the fence, Caitlin, which was no surprise. Semyon holding a lead. Voldemort winding up and Spacewalk inside.
Yeah, they all had their chance. I thought on the corner you could really see them getting into the track, and the kickback, the big clods coming back, it looked certainly safe, and of course the visibility is perfect for the jockeys out there. Spacewalk I thought was brilliant in the end, and so was Voldemort. Big step up for him today, but he showed that he's got class on his side, and Semyon, good strong performance, had the fitness on his side, and William Pike rode him beautifully.
And Lizzie, no surprise, the jockey's well off the rail coming into the home turn. And they were, so they
wanted to make sure that
so just having trouble there with, we'll just get back to Lizzie shortly. So yeah, well off the rail coming into the home turn. So Semyon, Voldemort, Spacewalk. 1, 5, 3 and 4 from the kindergarten. We've already seen Kate Waterhouse on our great opener today. Let's see what she's up and about at Royal Randwick this afternoon.